What's going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today I want to talk to you about the top 5 most heavily shorted stocks in the market as of right now. So I want to go over all the things that you need to know, but first make sure to hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. So starting off with good old stock number 5, a very popular retail stock, and that is a B. Riley Financial. On Wednesday, it went up a solid 1.91%. In 2024, down 8.53%, and over the last 1 year, down 66.07%. In the past, this company has really proven that it can go up. So again, something to kind of keep in mind. And when it comes to what they do, this is the company profile. So just pause it and read through it if that floats your boat or whatever you want. But we are here because it is heavily shorted. So 74.92% of the free float is being shorted. That works out to be 11.85 million shares. Wednesday shorts increased about 9,000 shares, give or take. Utilization 98.82, and then short score 95.18. So the higher the number, the higher the likelihood of a squeeze happening. And when it comes down to the short score, that is comprised by utilization, cost to borrow, and just number of shares being shorted. So kind of an all-in-one number for you to keep in mind. But overall, shorts have been really increasing over this last little bit. So roughly around 50% short interest in kind of June to where it is now. So definitely shorts have doubled down quite a lot. Moving on to stock number 4. So this one is a relatively new one to the list, and that is 𝗖𝗢𝗡𝗘𝗖𝗧, if I'm saying that right. Ticker's AFYA. And so on Wednesday, it did go up 0.17%. Over the last 1 year, it is up 14.11%, so kind of already unique because typically heavily shorted stocks, you don't see green all too often. And over, I guess in 2024, it is down 18.15%. This is what they do, so you can always pause it and read through it. So Education Services, founded in '99, and it is based out of Brazil. But again, we are here because of it being heavily shorted. So right now, 75.66% of the free float is being shorted, so a little bit higher than B. Riley Financial. 892,000 shares overall are being shorted. Wednesday shorts did return about 500 shares, so kind of a drop in the bucket overall. Short score is a 48.22, utilization 6.02. And when it comes down to a lot of these companies, I have vetted them to ensure that they have not done any recent reverse stock splits, as you can kind of see right here, because typically whenever a company does a reverse stock split, it does skew a lot of the ORTX data for a good about 2 weeks. So again, something to keep in mind. On a side note, if you're looking for a lot of good compiled information, such as, for instance, latest PRs, SEC filings, ever want to know why a company is going up, down, sideways, take a look at CK Alpha Premium for a 7-day free trial. So link to that is in the description below. Moving on to stock number 3, a relatively new one to the list, and that is ticker TIVC, so TIVC Health Systems. Did go down 3.8% on Wednesday. Over the last 1 year, down 88.81, and then in 2024, down 69.16. This is what they do. So healthcare equipment, non-employees, founded in 2016 and based out of Hayward, California. But we are here because it's being heavily shorted. So 77.11% of the free float is being shorted. Works out to be 4.61 million shares. Shorts returned about 683,000 shares on Wednesday, so that is pretty significant. Cost to borrow average is 353%, so definitely fairly high for that. Utilization 91.29, and then short score 81.44 out of, again, 100. So one thing that I just wanted to bring up, obviously there's a lot of other data at the very top right here that I'm not really bringing up on every single scenario, but it's definitely worthwhile to look at. And one thing that I always sometimes bring up is shares on loan. You do see it at 3 million. And so clearly right now, with 4.61 million shares overall being shorted, that is a very clear indication that there is naked shorting. There's more shares kind of being shorted than there is on loan. So something doesn't add up based on that. So again, something to keep in mind. So always recommend you guys pausing it, just maybe taking a little bit more of a slower time to kind of go through all of this, because I know I do generally go through this fairly fast, which my apologies on that. Moving on to stock number 2, so ARCO Biopharma. So this one has been on the list quite a lot. Wednesday didn't really do all that much. Over this last 1 year, it is up 47.06, and in 2024, it is up 76.47. In case you do not know, this is what they do. The company profile, biotech, 4 employees based out of Westminster, and I'm pretty getting comfortable by saying that because it's been on this list, like I said, quite a lot. Right now, 88.49% of the free floats being shorted, works out to be 4.33 million shares. On Wednesday, shorts returned about 800 shares, so small drop in the bucket. Cost to borrow average is 116%, and just so you guys are aware, that is a annual rate, not a daily rate. I've had some comments in the past, and I feel like just wanted to clarify that, so just be aware. But utilization 99.34, and then short score is extremely high, and that is 99.86%. So very high stuff. And once again, you do see that there is more shares being shorted than on loan, so another clear indication of naked shorting. And moving on to stock number 1, so it did regain, or I guess keep its throne, if that makes sense, and that is Smart for Life. So on Wednesday, it did go down 13.21% over the last 1 year, down 95.68, and in 2024, it did go down 84.07. This is what they do. I'm pretty sure a lot of people generally know, again, what the company does, but 145 employees, founded in 2002, based out of Florida. And so I just wanted to bring this up because I kind of mentioned this last video as well, but they have not done any recent reverse stock splits. Last one was done in April 22nd, 2024. Aside from that, there's been no recent SEC filings to signal any dilution in kind of the last little bit. So nothing to really mess around with ORTX, because right now it does show 203.71% of the free float is being shorted. Works out to be 166,000 shares overall are being shorted. Cost to borrow average is fairly high, so 142.75%. Utilization is 58.32, and short score is 79.76 out of 100. So once again, very, very unique circumstance. So I don't know the validity of this, because a lot of the metrics that typically what this gathers by, I don't know, there's nothing to really skew that. So I don't know if this is legitimate. It's kind of crazy to think that a stock could be at 200% and kind of not be more talked about out there, but I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. Is there any stocks that you, for instance, feel this week is going to be a squeeze play or in the foreseeable future? And if so, drop the tickers in the description below. If you guys do own these stocks, give yourself a shout out in the comments below as well. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. And with all that, appreciate all of you watching.